keep telling people, and I don't know why people, I don't know. I guess maybe it has something to do with me. I doubt it, but you never know because we do live in a short attention span world. I get people sending me messages. Hey, man, have you heard of Beto or Rourke? Said, hey, you know I'm in Texas, right? Yeah. You know I've been in Texas a long time, right? Yeah, but I didn't know if you heard of them. Don't take this the wrong way, folks. If you're one of those people, and this person, I sent him a message, I'm not the person you want to watch then. Why? Because you never heard of them? I said, no, because you're an idiot. That's literally what I said. I said, if anybody then paid any type of attention to my pitly ass anytime, you know, I am well aware of what the hell is going on around me, where I'm at, and what's going on. Let me see if I can. Hey, let me. Okay, I need to shave. We were so young. Oh man, that is so fun. Don't ask me what that is. Don't ask me. That's a 5.56. That's a 5.56. And this is a AR-15. Yeah. That's what that is. 5.56 by 45. And this is an AR-15. We just blew it up to make it look bigger, but that's my baby right there. That's my baby. I love me some me too. You damn right. I love me some me. We got Beto, or we got the fake Irish Mexican, and there's a story. I think his father put it together about him calling himself Beto because, you know, you're in South Texas, Southwest Texas, and you're going to be a Democrat, and, you know, you got to get a name, you know, that sticks, you know, basically you're pandering to the Mexicans, basically. But he's a Democrat. That's what Democrats do. They pander. But anyway, I'm going to play a couple of things because Beto O'Rourke, as of last month, now in full disclosure, I done had this on deck because I read it in the Texas Monthly magazine. Because, you know, Beto O'Rourke says he's running for governor. He's want to come after the governor's seat again. And I guess he figured, because it ain't how many votes you get, it's who counting the votes. And if anybody, I've been saying that for years, and your communist world leaders worldwide been saying it for forever. You know, it's more important on who's counting the votes than who's voting. And I guess he figure he must have enough votes in the right place, machine counters in the right place, and got enough. I guess he figuring about time that it comes in that the Biden administration will have enough illegals already in, because they're here. Now they just got between now and then, they got to figure out a way to get them ID where they can vote illegally without being a citizen of the United States. Now, how they're going to do that, I don't know. I got an idea. It goes back to what I just said. It all depends on who's there. All right, it depends on who's counting the votes, but it also depends on who's monitoring the votes. This dude, do you know who he is? Get off my channel, man. Get off my channel. You know, man, The thing is, people, man, why you so touchy? Because, man, look here. I can't stand, well, I'm not going to just easily deal with a talking monkey. Well, take that back. Well, with somebody thinking that I'm a talking monkey. Because if you watched any of my stuff, well, I'm talking computers, sound system set up, getting your microphone and mixing console dialed in, getting your cameras straightened out. Good cameras, bad cameras, so-so cameras, good cam links, bad cam links, this and that, da-da-da, trucks, storage, finding land, storage facility, the political landscape, the importance of your midterm elections. If you didn't see all that, and it's possible, the best thing to say is nothing. Do some wait and see so you can feel, okay, this person knows that or this person don't know. Don't just come right in and say, yeah, I know you from Texas, but have you heard of this guy? And what do you think if is that? Get off my channel. My channel ain't for you. No diss, but is the my content is not for you. And I'm cool with that. Because everybody's content ain't going to be for everybody. Everybody's not 100% universal. And I'm one of them. I know I'm not 100% universal, and I'm okay with that. But do me a favor, take that dumb excrement down the street. Now let's go ahead and get the videos going. I know I'm going to have to shrink myself, put myself over my old howitzer. Well, I say old. It was brand new then. That's the M777, M777. It was brand new. Hell, we had to take a paint remover, thinner, and to get the OD paint off the damn data plates. They ain't even mask over the data plates good enough. But when they painted the damn thing, I mean, that girl was new, fresh off the press new. And once we got the little kinks worked out, boy, that girl can sing. I need to add that to my Nick's Tunes channel. If y'all ain't subbed to my Nick's Tunes channel, sub to Nick's Tunes. Y'all know I got a mix of everything from P-Funk to some old school rap, none of this crazy new stuff, and classic, and rock, and new wave, and new wave, and new wave, and Depeche Mode, and Depeche Mode, David Bowie, Pink Floyd, Parliament. I got everything. Nick's Tunes, y'all. That is just like you spell it. Common spelling. I can't believe I can't believe I don't even think I have 300 subs over there. But anyway, let's go ahead and get this going here and see if we can get, now you're going to see 3 videos. And one is from the Voice Your Vote 2020. And you're going to have Beto on there. Then you're going to have Karl Rove giving a breakdown on Beto. Then you're going to have a soundbite of what Beto said last month that he recently said. And then we just tie it, wrap it all up in a nice little package. Y'all can dissolve it how you want, and we'll get on down the road. All right, so let's go ahead and get going.
El Paso is your hometown. Some on this stage have suggested a voluntary buyback for guns in this country. You've gone further. You said, quote, Americans who own AR-15s and AK-47s will have to sell them to the government, all of them.
I ain't selling them nothing. Because, see, I don't have none. Now, I got a couple of fully loaded, heavy-ass magazines. I got a couple of them, but I actually don't have the rifle, so I ain't got nothing for him. Oh, yeah, and they still they come block mags. Come Russian magazine. Da! Das Vidanya. See, I don't have a rifle though. So what I plan on doing, if somebody attack me, I just stand behind and I thump the pew, 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 pew. And I just dump, you know, cause I mean, who needs the rifle? He take the rifle. I can just, you know, use it like that.
You know, the critics call this confiscation. Are you proposing taking away their guns, and how would this work?
I am, if it's a weapon that was designed to kill people on a battlefield. If the high impact, high velocity round, when it hits your body, shreds everything inside of your body because it was designed to do that so that you would bleed.
He's an idiot.
Bleed to death on a battlefield and not be able to get up and kill one of our soldiers. When we see that being used against children, and in Odessa, I met the mother of a 15-year-old girl who was shot by an AR-15, and that mother watched her bleed to death over the course of an hour because so many other people were shot by that AR-15 in Odessa and Midland. There weren't enough ambulances to get to them in time. Hell yes, we're gonna take your AR-15, your AK-47. We're not gonna allow it to be used against our fellow Americans anymore.
Congressman, thank you.
And I wanna say this. I'm listening to the people of this country. The day after I proposed doing that, I went to a gun show in Conway, Arkansas, to meet with those who are selling AR-15s and AK-47s and those who are buying those weapons. And you might be surprised, there was some common ground there. Folks who said, I would willingly give that up, cut it to pieces. I don't need this weapon to hunt, to defend myself.
He's full of shit.
It is a weapon of war. So let's do the right thing, but let's bring everyone in America into the country.
If you believe he was talking to people at a gun show and they say, you know what, I'm willing to take this AR that I just bought and cut it up into pieces because I don't need it to hunt. Let me let you in on a little bit of something, y'all. AR-15s and AK-47s aren't, especially the AR-15, isn't very good for hunting at all. Matter of fact, unless you hunting something real small, I suggest you pick a larger caliber. Now, you ain't using a rifle that to hunt. A lot of people don't know this. AR-15, M16, it's a 223. It's, you see, 0.003 millimeters larger than a regular old 22 caliber bullet. It's just got a lot of powder behind it. Don't have a large projectile, just got more powder behind it. Now the AK, you know, the AK that I don't have, but I got the magazines. I don't know where they came from. I think some dude from Minsk with a big furry hat and kept calling me comrade. He just gave me a box of them. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with them. When is he coming back to come get them? I better hold on to him just in case he come back. And he had a unibrow. Must be a Russian thing. Ain't nobody told him that. Ain't nobody bit more told him that than the man in the moon. Yeah, I'm coming after your AR-15. Yeah, I'm coming after your AK-47. Oh, you can keep that Scar H that shoots 7.62 by 51. That's a beautiful rifle. If sex was a rifle, I can see one in olive drab, brown, loam, and tan with a little black outline camo pattern all the way across. And I just, now, hey, shut up. You messing with my dream. Man, that thing is a thing of beauty. Now, if you going hunting, I suggest you get something a little bigger, like 30-06, like I said, 7.62 by 51, or like my big girl sitting over here, a 300 Win Mag, and it's a Savage, but that's the name rifle brand, Savage, but it got the right name because that bitch is Savage. You get hit with a 300 Win Mag, you are in a world of crap. So people can listen to this talking sock puppet, this talking sock puppet right here if they want to. Be my guest. But you're going to need a whole bunch of leftist votes here in Arkansas, and they said they would gladly cut it. He full of dung, horse, cow dung. He's full of it.
Conversation, Republicans, Democrats, gun owners. Let's do the right thing, but let's bring everyone in America into the conversation. Republicans, Democrats, gun owners, and non-gun owners alike.
Can I make a point? Congressman, thank you. I want to bring...
Why would I give a damn what a non-gun owner has to say about guns? Yeah. You know, I need to go. I know what I need to go to one of these Alcoholics Anonymous meetings and start preaching to them. And they're going to say, well, how long were you an alcoholic? I'm like, well, I don't drink alcohol. Yeah, but how long? I never was an alcoholic. I don't consume. None. Ever? Nope. You don't like? Nah. Well, they ain't going to want to hear a damn thing I got to say. And they shouldn't.
Senator.
Okay. Now, this freaking talking sock puppet. Hold on a second. Next one.
Say everything is bigger in Texas, and that certainly goes for political controversies, too. The state, as you know, has become a hotbed for lightning rod issues like abortion, illegal immigration, and voting rights. But there's one man sitting on...
Oh, this was September 21st of last year. September 21st of last year. The Beto, y'all know when that was, if y'all was paying attention to the election, to the runoff the election, then, you know, y'all know, figured out when that one was. But anyway, it's 2019. But anyway, this is September 21st of last year.
On the sidelines, who believes that he is the one who can save the state from the evil Republican in the governor's mansion. A man confident enough to shake off not one, but two embarrassing political defeats. A man so unpopular, he made Kamala Harris look likable. That man is Robert Francis O'Rourke. But you may know him as Beto. Remember, folks, he was just born to be in it. Beto must have the memory of a goldfish because he had to drop out of the Democrat primary race after polling at less than 1% in Iowa. But we didn't forget. We remember his trip to the dentist's office. We remember his airport push-ups. And we remember how he waved his arms around like those weird inflatable men you find outside car washes. He ran a campaign for the ages, and I, for one, am shocked that he didn't fare better. But as they say, if at first you don't succeed, try again. And on behalf of the media, I'd love to speak for all the media in America. And every Republican in Texas, I say run, Beto. Please run. Joining me now to discuss, former White House Deputy Chief of Staff, Karl Rove. Karl, what say you?
I say, Beto, run. Run for the border. Go away. Go away.
This Beto's moment, 2022, Governor's Mansion, Texas.
Every moment is Robert Francis O'Rourke's moment. Every single moment. The news broke this morning, and immediately what happened? Well, we got the fundraising appeal.
There you go.
Breaking news. Helped turn Texas red, blue. Then later on in the afternoon, 50,000 signatures urgently needed for Robert Francis O'Rourke. Send your signature in now. Sign up now that you'll be supporting him. And then finally, at the end of the day, we got a hint of what we're likely to see from the campaign. This is not from Robert Francis O'Rourke. It's not from the Democratic Governors Association. But Michelle Beckley, who's running for Congress, a member of the State House of Representatives, she has set forward the Robert Francis O'Rourke theme of the campaign. Governor Greg Abbott's time in office has been characterized by misogyny, homophobia, corruption, and racism. And that's just since we've launched our campaign for Congress. We need someone to take him on in the next election, and Robert Francis O'Rourke has stepped forward. He will enact...
In full disclosure, I am not a real big fan of Karl Rove. I've never been, even prior to W's campaign run, because W was my governor before he was president, remember? I'm just out. I mean, a broke clock is right twice a day. He's more often right than he is wrong, but I ain't gonna get into it here. There's a lot of things that I do not like about Karl Rove. Now, outside of campaigning for you and whatnot and getting this, that, and other, oh, he got that down to a science. You know, he's a political, he's a divot monger. He just is. But outside of that, I'll leave it alone. Anyway, onward.
Common sense gun reform, fight for the freedom to vote, stand against corruption, and protect the reproductive rights of the people in Texas. Abbott's reign of terror must end. We've had enough. And the man to replace him is, then she said that, Abbott's reign of terror. Sort of like Robespierre.
Yes.
You know? Yeah, and then Robert Francis O'Rourke is going to save us from all of that.
You know, Carl, I sense that you may not be serious in every way, but I didn't ever see George W. Bush come on stage on a skateboard. I mean, he never did that. Beto did. I mean, that is something to contend with.
I doubt if fucking damn it, scratch. I doubt if W could ride a skateboard. Would you trust him on a skateboard? W? Now I know he know how to fly a fighter jet, but he don't seem like he got the physical balance to operate a skateboard. Just call me crazy.
We encouraged Governor Bush and then President Bush to do that at every opportunity, and he refused our entreaties to do so. But Robert Francis O'Rourke understood how important it is to demonstrate that in order to be a leader, you've got to be able to skateboard.
Real quick, though, in all seriousness, in 2022, does he really think he has a chance in Texas?
Sure he does. He's talked himself into it. But Governor Abbott is not going to do what happened in the last campaign. And that
somebody, no, he didn't talk himself into it. See, this is the part where Karl Rove, he knows how the machine works. Somebody else talks him into it, and no one even considers running for office if they don't have the funding. And the funding has to come from outside sources. It's not coming from his own pockets. He don't have that kind of money. So someone has to fund his motorcades and security, flights, fuel, security detail, planning, hotel stops, or a lot of time what politicians will do is they will stay at other politicians' homes that are friendly to their cause, if you know what I'm saying. Like, you can stay at Congressman such and such's places, or state representative such and such place, or, their cabin or whatnot nearby, or whatever the heck. All that costs money. Karl Rove knows that. He knows that. So Beto can talk himself or think he can do it all he want until you can get the campaign dollars behind you, because airtime costs money. The only thing that you can get away with the cheap that they should have learned, that I'm quite sure everybody learned from Donald Trump, is to use the internet and to use social media. But that's why social media blocked him from all the sources, because he was so successful with using them in the past. And about time they figured it out, the campaign was already done. Look at what Donald Trump spent to run his campaign versus the Blue Crew. And the numbers are staggering. I couldn't believe it the first time I seen it. So I figured, now let me get it from the other side and see how much they said they spent, because Team Red might be, flexing on the numbers some. And then when I checked Team Blue, the numbers were the same. I'm like, damn, well, I can't believe both of them told the truth. But anyway, back to Rove.
He was ignored. This guy is far out on the left wing. He has said extraordinarily bizarre things that place him far out on the progressive left of the Democratic Party. And Governor Abbott, who's been a strong, effective leader for Texas, is not going to let him get away with that stuff. The guy who said he was coming for everybody's AR-15, the guy who says that he's for unlimited right to abortion, all of that stuff is going to be fair game in this election.
He is going for the hat trick of losses. Carl Rove, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Now, the unlimited abortion part, I'm going to be totally honest with you. Oh, and then something else. Greg Abbott, I'll take Greg Abbott over Beto or Rourke any day. Oh, yeah, and his father gave him the nickname Beto when he was a little boy. His dad was a politician out there in West Texas, and he gave him that nickname according to Beto and other people around him. That said, being you're in a heavy Hispanic / Mexican area, if you ever decide to run for politics when you get older, you'll have a name that they can relate to instead of O'Rourke. Yeah. You can't make this stuff up. Well, you can try, but you'll fail. Okay, let's get this last little bit in. I had to steal this. I got the transcript, but I can't find the video of him doing it. But Coleon Noir, shout out to Coleon. You know, he's to the east of me in Houston, northeast of me in Houston. But I'm going to just snip his part of where, of this last, I don't even think it's a minute of what Beto said when somebody challenged him about taking the guns part, the AR-15. Hell yeah, I'm gonna take your AR-15 and your weapons of war. Fun fact, y'all. The AR-15 isn't deployed as a main rifle for not one standing army on this planet. Not one. Not one. M16s, yes. A1s, A2s, yes. A3, yeah, sort of. M4s, yeah. AR-15, no. No. AKMs, and people, they love saying AK-47. They don't know what the hell they talking about. Let me help you. Does it fire? Does it have us fire a selector switch to go from all the way when the selector switch is all the way up, is on your right hand side? When it's all the way up, I would show y'all one, but I do it here. But the political powers to be, because I'm showing a firearm giving political commentary with someone that's running for office, and that's all they need to flag the video and give me a community strike. So I'm not gonna do it. Some people can get away with it. I'm not big enough to get away with it. I know my lane. But on the rifle, when the selector switch is all the way up on safe, okay, and all the way down, that's the semi-automatic mode. Because they figure in a panic or in a hot spot, the first thing do is gonna hit it down. When you got it, he's gonna hit it down. Click. He gonna push it all the way down, and that's the semi mode. You have to stop and move it up one click in between safe and semi to get automatic. If it doesn't have a semi and automatic selector, it is not an AK-47 or AK-74. It is an AKM. Yeah, advertisers say AK-47, Automatic Kalashnikov 47. That's what it stands for. But an Automatic Kalashnikov 74. You know, 7.62 by 39, 5.45 by 39. You know, the brute force versus the poison dart. But they throw this stuff out because they know the average person don't know. I know. Because I got magazines for them. Let's go ahead and snip Coleon Noir's part, and then we can get out of here.
Speaking to reporters, O'Rourke also took a question about his controversial stance on guns and those 2019 remarks about taking away AR-15s and AK-47s.
I'm not interested in taking anything from anyone. What I want to make sure that we do is defend the Second Amendment.
I can understand if he said
He's a liar. Sorry, Coleon. I mean, I just, like I say, I got the whole thing. It's in writing. I got the transcript, but you know, I'm not going to sit here and bore you to death with it. I'm not interested in taking anybody's right. Yes, you are. Yes, he is. Okay, this how you get him. So were you lying then or are you lying now? Well, I wasn't lying. Are you lying that this like, okay, I'm going to ask you, sir, I got a question for you. Yes or no? What? Do you still beat your wife or have you stopped? Why don't, yes or no, sir? Do you beat your wife or not? Or do you still beat your wife or not, sir? Answer the question, sir. Do you sit, sir, pull a ABL on him. Sir, that's my boy right there. Y'all know I love ABL like a brother. Sir, do you answer the question? See, notice how he won't answer the question, people. So know what I'll say? We'll take it until we find out. We'll take it that you still beat your wife, sir, even though he ain't never laid a hand on her in his life. He's a liberal politician jockeying for a seat. He will say anything. And you better believe there's going to be a whole bunch of these and a whole bunch of thems because they left this liberal Democrats. They love them. And they can have them. They can have each other. I have no use for neither one of them. Her or him. Ideology trumps race. Bye.